Вы знали о том, что он задумал?
Нет,
И вы утверждаете, что он ни разу не заговорил с вами о побеге?
никогда. Он не разбирается в политике. Все в танце.
I was gripped by this story of his early life, which is the story of our film, which is this youth, student, and then culminating in this decision to defect into the West in 1961 from Soviet Russia.
There is in this man a curious mix of extreme sensitivity and astonishing selfishness. I think unless you represent the selfishness, you're not really telling the story of Nureyev.
It was also his unashamed sensuality on the stage. There was a danger to him. Even when he portrayed the most traditional classical roles, you know, he was a prince, but there was always a danger, there was always an edge.
He started to work with the Royal Ballet when I was a soloist, in spite of the fact that he very often cancelled rehearsals. He loved to be spontaneous, so he would suggest in the wings just before you made an entrance that something perhaps tonight could be done a little differently, and you had to just ride with it.
Before Nureyev was involved, it was always the ballerinas, female ballerinas, who were at the forefront of all the different ballets. But when he came along, the male dancer had to have an equal position in those ballets.
He made a huge contribution to the Royal Ballet, without a doubt, and he gave the whole company a lift. He was setting new targets they'd not sort of dreamt about, and he didn't let go until he got what he asked for.
I've always described it as being on a cliff edge in a high wind.
He was such a big star. People don't realise what a big star Nureyev was, as big as the Beatles.
Over his whole story, his life in Russia and the defection and all this gave him a sort of notoriety as well as a huge popular appeal.
That he had the courage to take on the KGB, but also that he knew there was no way back. And when you think about the importance of the relationship he had with his family, with his mother, and that he felt he had to give that up to be a free man and to be the artist he knew he could be. I think it's extraordinary.
Руди! Куда направляешь?
I remember him mentioning it once. I'm being followed, I'm always being followed. They know everywhere I go, they know all the people I meet.
They're trying to kidnap me.
The thing to remember about Rudolph, what mattered to him was perfection in the dance.
I hope the audiences are taken by the character of Rudy and interested and challenged by him and moved by him. I think it's the portrait of the artist as a young man with all his jagged edges and his loneliness and his imagination. But it's youth looking to realise itself.